Hello, welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and those not restricted by binary definitions of gender, to Max Sits Through His Favorite Music Twice. Also known as Into the Gridge. Thank you for joining us.
We're back.
We are back.
Like the Chilean miners before us.
Okay.
You can't rip the McElroy's already dicey bit.
Yes, I can.
You did.
Well, it does make it less dicey because they've already made it.
That's true.
Exactly. I'm not making the joke myself. I'm just stealing it.
Right.
Stealing
As we all, as we
It's
all
like
know,
Nintendo. You let everybody else take the risks, and then you come in and profit.
as we all know, white men are paragons of appropriateness. Especially groups of three of them with a podcast.
With some McElroy discourse. I think that's really what we need to endear ourselves to our fans.
I have no dog in this fight. I have no.
We're gonna.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Fighting dogs. That's messed
Palate
up.
cleanser. Everybody repeat after me. Fuck the Supreme Court.
Oh, that does not actually cleanse my palate.
We've cleared the air.
I don't want to live in the real world right now, Perry. Let's just have our nice fantasy.
Let's segue into the fantasy world.
We don't need to
I'm
think
kidding.
about it.
Yeah.
The fantasy's coming.
I think the McElroy brothers just exist in our fantasy.
Probably.
The McElroy
yes, they're
brothers?
somewhere. There's a whole ass planet.
I can't say it right. I'm sorry.
You should be.
I know it's McElroy, but there's no A.
Tickle my Roy.
You guys know what's funny? Is the way Australian people say condom.
Which is? Ew.
What?
Oh no!
What?
Condom.
Can you say that again?
No, the condom.
No.
Jar, 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 jar.
Jar.
So, last
Apologies to all of our Australian fans.
there's nothing like.
Do we even
Well-
have any Australian fans?
Raise your hand if
we
you're
should.
from Australia. Do we have any viewers right now?
Hugh
We've
Jackson.
If you're
Do we have any
Australian,
fans?
drop a subscribe.
I actually did. I once talked to an Australian person. I was once talking to an Australian person, and they hated their accent so much. So I don't even think they care that we make fun of it because they also
Really?
hate it.
What?
I like Australian accents. They're like. what
I
a
do
British
too,
accent
but they
should
were very embarrassed of the way they said "nar."
Nar.
They didn't
Nar.
They're
like
very
the way they
fun.
said
They're
"nar."
very funny, but not in like a cringe way, like an English accent.
be. Yeah.
So true.
Anyways, you ever think about how British people have 3 accents and they're all bad? Because I think that's
Huh?
really fun.
What would you say are the 3?
I like Welsh accents. I don't know.
This should be-
I think actually-
Whoa, that's not English. Whoa, let's.
Oh.
I think
Well,
Oh, I
well,
see what
something
you're saying.
cannot.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
What would
I
you say are the
understand
3, Perry?
there's like Cockney, posh, and then like the bruv shit.
There's so many more than that.
There's
I'm
so
okay.
many.
Those are like the predominant ones, though. I'm hedging my bets. Anyway,
now. Name one English person. Just
Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes,
No.
known furry.
he's
The
not
furry?
really.
Oh,
No.
Um.
okay.
Anyways, last time, for those of you who didn't pull up the episode and rewatch it this morning, like I had to, in order to deliver this recap to you, last time on Into the Gridge, Finian complained about not getting her inheritance after committing heinous stretches of the law in Frog Court, and then got drunk. And then the rest of the crew smartly set a watch for the night so their tires did not get slashed by frogs again. There was a big storm that happened, which when they got back on the road had blown over an old tree and revealed a buried time capsule, which they kind of dumped all the shit out of and kept the time capsule. Trying to get around that tree did lead them.
I have no memory of this.
The ground kind of caved in a mudslide, leading them to the Canyon of Cold Souls, where they walked through the fossilized ribcage of a dragon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Disrupted a necromantic ritual that was siphoning the power.
Disrupting the necromancy industry.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, quite literally.
Millennials.
Unionize the ghosts.
They disrupted a necromancy ritual.
Just another thing
from an
millennials are ruining.
necromancer who insisted they call her Therian, and then were able to reopen the portal to the end, as the dragon's consciousness let them know it was called, before they were awarded one of the dragon's powerful teeth.
Whoa, just like in Minecraft?
I was gonna say I'm gonna call Steve Minecraft and tell him that we're using the end.
Max also fully has a person inside of his rig.
Oh yeah,
let us not forget. There's fully a little guy.
There is Barb, the
Max's
barbarian in Max's Ring of Might. Yes.
Let us not forget.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I sort of gave up at the end and didn't hear if you guys were asleep or not. So we can say you woke up in the morning and left people on watch so nothing spooky happened.
Sounds good to me.
You're so kind.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So everybody, you can take your long rest, and you can get back on the road. It's been probably an hour or so. The ground has dried out. You have sort of, been going long enough that it isn't muddy anymore. It's easy to get around. You see trees that are, lost a bunch of branches, cacti that have blown over, sort of just debris all over from the massive storm that ripped through the night prior. But so far, there is nothing further hindering your progress. Dorian, if you are the designated driver, once again, I would love you to make
designated Dorian.
I think I've been calling these perceptions. So
designated Dorian.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right, sounds good. Let me perceive. I love to perceive.
Good.
All right, Dorian. That is a 15.
Okay. You drive onward, and like I said, the landscape, rolling hills, the occasional mesa. For a little while here and there, it does dry out into much more just like patches of desert.
Me too.
But the landscape is very.
That's a good point. If only we had a guy for that.
Don't go speaking things into existence you don't want to happen, Jake.
It's true. No, it's gonna be the opposite this time. This time my character's gonna want to like kiss Max Danger or something.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how much of that was big, how much of that was Jake.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true.
It's always like, but not much to really perceive, and it brings you guys to around lunchtime.
Yay, lunch.
Yeah.
We're just in the desert.
Can I perceive if we
What
have
do we
food?
eat? Do we have anything good?
Dorian wants to put a roll to it, so go ahead and roll to see if you have food.
Oh no.
This is a bad thing to say.
Well, that's a 17. So
Ooh.
Yes,
17
you
foods.
have all the
I feel like
supplies
that's
that you
pretty good to
packed
see.
with you. Yeah,
I eat
Kirog, what do you have
Doritos
for
by the one. I have Doritos by the one. I have when you would have like a little bag of Doritos and you would put like nacho stuff in it. And
Oh,
you'd have,
yeah,
like, a
yeah,
block
Yeah,
of
a
Tacos?
walking
Yeah.
taco, bro.
Walking tacos,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Kirog has a
Yeah, it's
walking
walking
taco.
taco.
That's
I
good.
should do that tomorrow. I have.
Yeah.
By
Oh,
the
there you
one.
go, Max.
I just made
Walking
tacos
taco
tonight,
by the one.
and I have like a small amount of my giant bag of Doritos left.
Yeah.
Huge play, Max. Huge play. I will say Percy is absolutely dipping a little fork into your walking taco from your shoulder as well. And just
Yeah. I just pull out a single Dorito, which is as big as him, and I'm like, just
yeah.
just take the Dorito.
Well, but I want the fully loaded one. This isn't a
Should've thought of
restaurant. You
that.
can't stop me from eating all the fully loaded ones.
You should have thought of that.
There's no
when you
rule against it.
packed
Give me
yourself
the
a
meat and
lunch.
stuff.
No.
This is not how our traveling arrangement works. Why are you being so stingy with your? Is it your new friends? I don't like the way you're acting around your new friends, Carol.
You're so right. It's my new friends.
All right, bring the bag up here. I want to get a little dip.
I give him a little bit of his own loadedness. I take my bag away. That's my bad.
You know what? He accepts this bargain, the negotiation, for now.
For now.
For now. Does anyone else eat anything fun, or is it just standard?
I think
So
so.
You
but
guys losers.
I pull out a
big sandwich.
completely
Yeah.
loaded up hot dog out of nowhere.
Just behind your back.
Huh.
Yeah.
I feel
Very
like Doreen would
bird
have
head.
like some corn on the cob, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Service, you said you and Columbo both have huge sandwiches, or is it one huge sandwich between you?
One huge sandwich between us.
You absolutely
Do
Lady
Lady
in
and
the
the
Tramp.
Tramp?
I mean, not on
It's very
purpose, but
romantic.
yes. So
That's even better.
We talking like Dagwood, like Scooby Doo, like whoa, like that.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Is it
gotta be
like really
long if you
long?
Lady
Is
and
it
the
like a
Tramp it,
super
yeah.
long sub?
Oh, okay.
what if it's long and tall? Like,
It's
All right.
like
Where?
us.
just enormous.
They
Like
pull out a
us.
sandwich the size of a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
It has its own tiny wagon behind our wagon when it's
True.
done being
Got its own
pulled in.
zip code and stuff, and then
Absolutely. Yeah, and you guys stop for lunch, and that's about it. Pretty straightforward.
wow.
Easy lunch.
That's it, everybody.
Shout out to
Can I get another perception check for the second half of travel?
Are your guys' lunch breaks paid or
Oh,
unpaid
sure.
because of the union?
Wait,
Never
you guys
mind.
are getting paid?
Dorian,
7.
Uh-oh.
you. Everyone hears this.
Uh-oh.
And, about a half hour after lunch, you just hear
Oh.
pierce through the air. But Dorian, you don't
What
see
is-
anything, and you don't hear it repeated.
What's that?
Carry on throughout the day.
Well,
would
guess
you
it was
put a
nothing.
word? How would you put a word to that sound?
ROC, but with like a lot of O's in the middle.
Oh, I don't love that.
Rook.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Root.
Max, no metagaming.
I'm not. I'm just unhappy. I'm allowed to be unhappy.
Oh yeah. But aside from that, travel is well underway. You get to a spot where you are about 6 hours from Tractor Falls by the time the sun goes down. Do you
Wow.
push forward to try and arrive tonight, or camp out once more?
Hey, Lance, what do you think about all this? Should we push forward or should we camp out tonight?
We don't get paid more if we get there faster, so I say we camp it out.
You know what? I think you're smart. Anyone else?
I'm still recovering from that big sandwich at lunch, so I don't think I can go on the road any longer.
All right. I guess. Why don't we camp out here and then just like do those last 6 hours tomorrow morning?
Great. You guys begin to set up camp as you normally would. Do you set people out on watch? You make dinner? What's the plan?
Yeah, let's eat some beans.
I mean, Cerberus doesn't make dinner, certainly.
It's true. Yeah. Columbo does. I don't.
Okay, that checks out.
So full.
I feel like satyrs would have like a faster metabolism.
Yeah.
You're just human, right?
I have more
No, I'm a fucking
walking tacos.
half-elf drow.
Okay. Oh, right. All right, yeah.
Is that everyone else's internet or my internet that's being a little goofy?
Mine's
Mine's
being kind of
also
funky,
being
but mine's always
glitchy.
kind of funky on this laptop.
Okay, everyone is being dropping a second.
Mine's
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say,
mine has also been bad.
for my dinner, I bust out a pizza that's about 6 inches thick and start toasting that over the open fire.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bert, where's the cheese?
Well, you see there, it's under the sauce.
Where's the cheese?
Well, you put that on top of the dough.
Boom.
It's a Damarm
Under the
style
sauce?
pizza. The Damarm style pizza.
Wow. Can I get like a slice of
Kirill
that?
takes out his notepad and he does make some notes about this particular pizza.
Oh yeah, I once it's done, I would shake the first half of the night because it's so good.
Yeah, I bet. So, I mean, Bert, do you want to take the first watch? As you
I
get
take the
your
first
pizza
watch
with-
as I'm waiting for my enormous wagon wheel sized pie to finish. But then
Okay.
I
So here's
get
the
like
question:
a little.
how attentive are you to this pizza?
I think it's I'm cooking that. I'm watching. I'm cooking that and watching. It's
Okay.
just mostly sitting there.
All right. So then, just a flat perception roll. I'm not going to give you disadvantage for the pizza. I would say you're an appropriate level of into this pizza. So
You know, I never feel disadvantaged by pizza personally.
Into the pizza,
That's-
as they say.
Brenda
That's
can't
so
relate.
brave of you to say, Jake.
Thank you.
Is a 4 gonna do it?
Uh-oh.
yeah, your pizza doesn't burn.
Awesome. Okay, cool. That's what I was worried about.
But you do die immediately.
Yeah, you did get fucking crossbowed in the chest.
You, the poison frog is back.
No!
And
Not
he's
the
poisoned your
frog.
pizza.
No, Bert, you catch the pizza at like the perfect moment. You can't see the cheese, but like you've made enough of these Damarm style pies that you know where it's at based off like how the sauce is bubbling,
Yeah.
and the crust has a nice char from like the cast iron you're
Yeah.
cooking it on.
Shalom.
This is the platonic ideal of a Damarm style pizza.
I'm certainly not gonna fuck it.
Huh.
Excuse me?
That,
I had to consider that
suspicious,
option,
to be
but
honest.
Well, it's the platonic ideal. There's nothing.
Listen,
there's
we
no-
have all looked at a beautiful old pizza pie and just thought, Mamma Mia. I would
Yeah.
Here
fuck.
we go again.
that's a spicy meatball. Oh,
Have we all thought that?
Yeah.
Some of us are ace-back.
I'm not.
I mean,
But-
everybody
and
knows
I've never
Mill
looked at
stands
a
for
pizza
Mamma
like
Mia,
that.
I want to fuck that pizza.
Have you guys heard of this?
Harry knows what I'm talking
I
about.
saw it at
A
Target
cup?
the other day, Riza.
What?
It's so much smaller than I thought it was.
what?
What is it?
This
It's
mug
a
is
fish.
teeny tiny.
Oh,
I got it for $3.
wow.
That's
I
real.
think Dorian should have this and use
Dorian
it.
does have that.
Yes.
Except
I
one
think-
caveat.
Okay.
What is the name of the town that you were mayor of?
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking about this. Like
Wait, is this like a Ben Wyatt, like,
Desertville?
Boy mayor thing.
Desertville? Yeah, so it says Desertville Fish and Wildlife Department.
Okay, why would Desertville have a fish and wildlife department?
You're the one who named it Desertville. That's why they're so mad at you.
Yeah.
It's not like you named it like Fish and Wildlifeville, you know? Like,
Got the ass.
Yeah.
But who would like to take the second watch?
Maybe
Oh,
we
I
can
mean-
take
nothing.
it. Oh wait, no, actually no. Dorian should
Not on a
take it.
4.
I'll take it.
I thought something bad had happened. Like it was,
I've
you know.
accepted the fact that I'm like staying up all night because of my
Hey,
stomach.
Max?
So
It did. Sorry, Cerberus, you were saying?
oh yeah, I feel like I'm just staying up all night with my stomach anyway, so I might as well just take the watch.
Gotcha. Bert's like
Story of my
making
life.
his pizza,
Oh.
and Cerberus is like,
I got some of that last night.
Yeah.
all right, Cerberus, I'd like you to roll a perception check for me.
18.
On an 18, you notice, at first you think, it's just a shooting star from the horizon, flashing over the sky, then disappear. Then you see it again in a half an hour, in another half hour. And it's always coming from the same spot. There seems to be some sort of signal coming from,
Stigma. Uh-huh.
you would guess probably, I don't know, some amount up the road. Not very close to you, but there is something ahead of you that is shooting off essentially flares every half hour.
That's interesting. I mean, like, I don't want to like steal the wagon to investigate it, but I also don't want to wake anybody up to like,
Okay.
But I kind of want to, just to make sure I'm not seeing things. So I think the person who will mind the least is Columbo.
Was it? Huh?
Sorry, darling. Could you just look at this for me 1 second? I need to make sure I'm not just seeing things because the old rumblies down here.
Yeah. Okay. Babe, are you hallucinating?
That's what I'm waking you up for.
Okay. All right. I'm not making you these sandwiches anymore.
It was good in the moment. I don't know. I thought it was real good. And
Right. I don't.
sometimes you
wanna
just
make
don't think about the
hallucinate.
consequences of your actions. I don't know.
Oh, hey, look, a shooting star.
Oh, you see it too? All right. So, are you willing to stay up another half hour? Because something is going to happen again.
Come here.
Yeah.
And he gives you a little kiss, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll do it."
Aw.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Happy Pride.
eyes half closed, curled up in a blanket,
it's
not
the
really
pride
awake.
episode.
And does confirm that you do see, another shooting star thing after half an hour.
All right. Do you think that's something worth investigating right now? Or do you think I could maybe remember the general area of where it's at? Then we can go there in the morning.
We're gonna. Yeah, the morning sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow.
I tap him on the head and I'm like, okay, sleep now.
He falls asleep on your shoulder before he can finish that.
Okay. I take down I like kind of like it like a full like fucking like Arthur Morgan. I like take down like draw a picture of the horizon as much as I can.
Yeah.
To just
Yeah, you
remember
definitely
where it is.
now, especially if you see the pattern, you can tell like where it's
Yeah.
coming from. Actually,
Yeah.
as the sun begins to rise, it you don't know if it stops or if it is just too bright for it to be seen anymore.
Mm.
But morning has arrived. Love
Oh.
whoever's got the birds doing Foley for us.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
great,
say.
actually.
That's my 4 pet birds.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Is that new?
could be
what kinds of birds do you have, Jared?
birdies nuts.
Wow, he really got you, idiot.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh, God.
Well.
Yeah,
can
what's up?
I just
say something? Okay, so this is not D&D related at all, but I need to share this, even though we are live. I'm sharing this. So as you know, I draw during our D&D sessions, and I use Pinterest as a reference, and my Pinterest is linked to my Facebook. So I had to log into Facebook to get to my Pinterest. This is the first time I've been on Facebook in over a year, and the first thing I see is a girl that I went to high school with, who's the same age as me, just got married this weekend.
Yep, that's the Facebook experience. Yep.
Which is fine, but like as you recall, I'm not even 23 yet. She's probably 23 because I'm on the younger end of my cohort. But
People, I'm going to a wedding this very weekend. It's wild.
I have
I
4
have a
this
friend
year.
that's pregnant. So are we old? Be honest.
No, I think we're just reasonable.
We're
yeah,
crumbling to
married
dust.
at 23.
Yeah.
That's
Catholics.
embarrassing.
That's some old.
Yeah.
My parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that sort of existence.
Yeah, my parents got married when they were 23, I think.
That
Mine
feels
did
when you're
not.
23.
Mine were
I'm
like
about to be
27.
the age my parents were when they had me.
I luckily will not hit that for 15 more years.
You
Dang.
son of a bitch.
My mom was
anyway.
40 when she had me.
What?
Damn. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I sat in there and rotted, my
That
egg.
explains a lot.
Yeah, I
This
fermented.
does explain so much. That's why you're so pickly.
I am a pickle of a man.
You were pickled.
I'm Pickle Rick.
No!
No.
Funny shit I've ever seen.
Pickle Rick is actually based on a true story, and it's the story of.
And it's me. It is me.
It's a biopic.
Yeah.
It's a biopic of
Biopickle.
Sharon.
Biopickle. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, all pickles are biopickles if you think about it.
No,
I'm going to create the world's first mecha pickle.
Oh, the Mecca pickle, like Mecca, the location.
No.
Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. Please just
A pickle. Oh, but it's.
Alazilla? I don't know. Is that towing a line? I'm not sure.
I think that
Nice
might be
of you to
towing
make
the
that
line.
joke.
Okay.
Maybe it's not like the Max joke. Maybe it's not the Burt Jankowski joke to make.
Yeah. Anyways. I'm gonna Cerberus, do you tell anyone what you
Yeah.
saw?
Whenever everyone wakes
Okay.
up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I, sometimes
Role-playing
I,
game, tell them that.
sometimes I'm like, oh, you tell them. You're just like, oh, you tell them, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, I
I'm
actually have to
trying to
fucking do
encourage
stuff.
you guys to do shit in character more.
Fucking do stuff on a Monday night. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
But no,
It's Monday.
there is this thing that I thought was a shooting star, and Columbo Deer can confirm it, but I think but there was this thing I thought there was a shooting star, but then it kept just coming in the same direction the whole time. Every like 30 or so minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes. I couldn't really tell time last night at all because of certain things going on. But
That feel when you
So
can't
and
tell
you
time.
and so you didn't think that maybe you should wake us up?
I woke up Columbo. I thought it'd be the least mad at me.
Okay. Well,
We like just met,
I'm
and we just like just
dead.
met and all. So I didn't really want to. I didn't know.
No, I know,
What?
but like,
Yeah.
what if someone's dead? You're gonna feel real bad.
I don't know why that's the first conclusion you would jump to, but that's fair enough, I suppose.
Do
Yeah,
you
that's
just
actually-
set off flares every 30 minutes for fun in the middle of the desert?
I mean, I don't know if they were flares or if it was just some kind of
Huh.
sky beast getting its exercise in or something.
Oh, a Ska Beast.
Oh.
That's
I hate
kind
to
of
see us
funny.
with Guy Beast.
Hey,
You hate
hey,
to see a
babe.
Ska Beast winning.
You know how we sort of do biology for a living. What's a sky beast?
Uh-oh.
Name me a sky beast.
A dragon?
Maybe it would.
I don't know.
And the dragon that we own is just walking around the campsite.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
that
like
one.
chilling.
that was
Has broken into Dorian's bean supply and is really just going to
No.
town on a can of beans.
We love going to town on.
No, my beans. He's eating them.
Good Foley.
Thank you. Those are tiny little
Oh,
dragon
yes.
noises with
That's
little
great.
nubbins for wings.
So, are we
But I
gonna
think
go
we should
look at
check
it?
that out. Yeah,
Oh,
just in case.
All right. And you guys clean up. It takes a little bit longer for Dorian to put breakfast away to sort of manage the dragon bean mess, but you get on the road in a respectable amount of time, and head towards at Cerberus's direction, the site that these flares seem to be coming from. And before long, you do see an overturned cart on the side of the road.
I hate to see
You
that.
are
now what did I
probably
say?
still a quarter mile away by the time you are able to realize what the sort of lump on the side of the road actually is.
Oh no, guys! This road has a lump on it.
Oh no, not a lump.
Oh, well, make sure we avoid that.
That's why they say to check your lumps. Nope, to check your roads once a year once you get to a certain age to make sure you don't have any lumps. For health.
Excellent joke. Great delivery, Kayla. You really nailed it.
Shut up.
What do you guys do?
So we're still a
I
bit
guess
away.
we check the lump.
I freaking send in Sabatka. And I
Okay,
see
yes.
through his magic little eyeballs.
Wow.
Can I
make
make Percy ride on the top of the owl?
absolutely fucking not.
You're no fun.
Lame.
I'm plenty of fun. I harassed that ghost lady for like 2 hours last time.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Finian, you were drunk.
I didn't. Pinion didn't actually say that.
Okay, but wouldn't she? But
No,
wouldn't
because she
say-
didn't. She doesn't really know what happened.
Right.
Jared says we should harass women more. Wow.
I
Wow.
simply like
Wow,
harassing.
really?
That was
In
Jared
this
harassing
political
Perry.
climate,
Not...
you want to harass women more? Finian?
Yeah.
Anyways, Bert,
Yeah,
make your
get
perception
Max's
check for
ass.
Sabatka.
Anyway, what's Sabatka see?
Just off the
Kinda.
bat, this cart is overturned. Several of the wheels are spread about. There's only one horse, and there certainly would have needed to be more to pull this cart. The canvas is ripped to shreds.
Which came first?
A couple sets of 3. And there is a not insignificant amount of blood.
Oh.
Oh.
Any humans or humanoids like non?
Make an investigation check for Sabatka.
You know what? Oh.
Is that just my stats?
Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it.
I bet Cerberus feels real bad now.
I was gonna say I will give you this one here.
18.
On an 18, you see there are a few trails that sort of crawl away and have left indents in the dust, but do disappear abruptly. One got further than the other and seems to. So they start. They're side by side, and then one disappears, and the other one like squiggles and scrambles around before continuing in a different direction.
That feel when you
or also
scribble and
disappearing.
scribble.
On an 18, you do see there is one body actually in the cart.
Oh, no.
A young drow woman.
No.
Oh no.
Come on. Not the women.
And that this time, and in this economy, we're going to kill the women.
So it's about the
Bert was too busy making a pizza.
So this is all Bert's fault?
Whoa. Sabatka circles on back
So-
and is like, hey guys, some bad news there. Here's a lady. There's a dead lady.
Oh,
No.
I give Cerberus a real look, a real look in.
you know what? I will accept responsibility for this, whatever the outcome is. But it was
Mhm.
late,
Hey,
and
they're
I was
blaming
going
you
through
for
some-
murdering somebody. Don't accept accountability for that.
Well, not those responsibilities. I didn't do the murdering. I was just. I'll accept the responsibility. Didn't get to him sooner.
Okay.
The lesson here is it's better to be stupid and to not have seen anything rather than
True. Just
Say
fucking
something.
could have just enjoyed my fucking pizza, but no. Oh,
All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna head to the cart, right?
yeah.
Please. Yeah, you ride the horses up. Whoa. Pull to a stop, and you are able to see.
Let's not put the.
For up close,
Yeah.
it is even worse than what Sabatka saw. The canvas is stained red in many places. You can see the reins have been snapped in a spot where there was another horse at some point. And there's just those several like marks. Clearly, something large attacked this. You can continue to investigate if you would like. Anyone can, really. You're all here.
My investigation is ass, candidly. So
I mean, you know what? I can give it a
Just
shot.
saying.
I can investigate.
Yeah,
Mine's
go ahead,
fine,
Dorian.
But it's not.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just looking around?
I think I'm just looking around, but the good news is I got a 20.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, on a 20, you start to get the picture that a sky beast certainly came down and attacked this cart at some point last night.
Damn, it was a sky beast.
There were 2 horses, one of whom is missing, and looks like supplies for 3 people. 2 of them tried to escape and disappeared, and the third is still in the cart. And actually, as you begin to look through the cart, you notice a faint glowing coming from the end of her fingers, and just the smallest light shoots up about 8 inches before fizzling out.
What? What?
Oh,
Hey, wait a minute. What was that?
So is she alive?
Can I
Just
check out
barely.
that like spark?
I
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yes, she
No.
is
does anybody
hanging on by a thread.
know any medicine or anything?
yeah. Can I do a medicine just to see if she's alive?
Yeah, go ahead.
Six.
You know she's alive. You don't know how close she is to dying. Could be
Okay, I'm gonna-
seconds, could be hours.
I'm gonna use my lay on hands pool and give her a crisp 10.
Okay. And
I like how
she-
you started poking around first before you're like, I don't want
I
to be
wasn't gonna use it. I wasn't gonna use it if she was dead. Come on. I only have so much.
and she and like weakly opens her eyes, which you can barely see through the thick pair of sunglasses that she wears.
Oh,
Before,
wow.
Hell yeah, queen.
well, she's a drow, so
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
protect those little eyes. And she just says, "The rock," and then passes out. Is not going to die, but is
Oh,
incredibly drained from the experiences of the night before.
Dwayne the Ron Swanson.
That's him.
Wow.
That's him.
Anybody know a rock?
Can I like Arcana check? Do we know what that is? I don't know what the.
People can make nature or history checks
Oh,
on this one.
I would like to make a history check.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
30-20. This is not the first time on this adventure that you have heard about a rock. Under the caves, the big teleportation room that you were taken to in order to get through the latter half of the mountains, there was a big, like stylized statue of the head of a rock in the teleportation room.
I'm sorry, you weren't saying a rock as in an object.
ROC,
ROC,
a gigantic bird.
huge ass fucking bird.
Oh, I thought it was the person's name. Okay.
I fully okay.
Well,
Thank you.
nope, never mind. All you know is it's a bird.
Okay. God dang it.
Well,
So do we think the bird was the thing that was the sky beast, or do we think it was actually a flare? Because if it was actually a flare, I do feel bad.
It was It was a flare. You could see her sending it from her fingers. You idiot.
Well.
Oh, wow.
Well.
I'm sorry that was mean, but like, people are dead, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I deserve it, but maybe there's. It looks like there's some trails heading that way.
do you want to investigate the trails?
Sure.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Oof. Nat 1.
There's a lot of blood.
Yep.
And we're gonna hang on a second. We have lost our bard.
Rip.
Yeah.
Reason canceled.
And actually, we may take this time as our break for the eve. Seems a good moment. So we will be back at 8:25 to continue with the adventure. Hopefully, with Dorian Danger back in the land of the living.
That
You
feel
guys
when you're
can
back
go.
at
I gotta
8:25.
get my screen share. And we're back. Well, some of us are back.
It's just me.
Just
now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
here.
mean, please, dear God, Jake, free me
Yeah.
from the chains that bind. Right.
That feel when you got chains.
Yeah, it's tough. Welcome back, everyone, except for our beloved Dorian, who is suffering from some technical difficulty.
Suffering from dead internet.
And this is why they tell you to read softly in church, or slowly. I don't know my fruits.
Huh?
I've lost the thread pretty hard.
You beefed
We're
it.
back. Dorian's internet is out, so might be back. We don't know.
I don't think Dorian knows what internet is.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know that any of you know. Well, Cerberus and Columbo might. Bert
Yeah.
may have
Well,
heard the word before.
yeah.
As discussed. Anyways, we're investigating this cart. There is the one living victim who is in a troubled slumber from her injuries.
Jumble. Jumber.
What else are you guys doing? Cerberus went to look for the other survivors. It's just blood. No clue to where they went.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So she's like stable, right? She's like
Oh yeah, she's
passed
not
out,
dying.
but like
Yes.
Okay.
She's tired. You know what? I'll give it to you. I wasn't going to because your medicine check was so bad, but she's passed out in combination from her wounds and just the arcane exhaustion of casting
Being
a
alive.
spell on
Oh.
death's door.
I mean, yeah, I did guess that. I did, yeah.
You guessed that, but
Yeah.
Kurog?
Yes.
Okay. My man's rolled a 6 medicine check.
Yeah, but like it's so obvious. Like, obviously. With the boy.
Meow.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yes.
Can I like search the wagon to see if there's like I don't know how I would be able to tell this, but I would like to know if there's anything like specific missing. Like if it looks like something was looked for.
This is going to be difficult,
Yeah.
but yes. Make me an investigation check.
— 16.
It does not appear that anything was searched through. Best you can. I mean, this was an animal attack. This thing was hunting and eating them.
How long are we taking here? Are we spending a couple minutes?
I would say you've been here for, at this point, 10, 15 minutes with the amount of investigating you've done. If you
I was
want
gonna
to
say-
say something.
I was gonna say cast and detect magic as a ritual.
Yeah, because you haven't really done much more since you've gotten to the scene. So
Uh-huh.
I think certainly you could have been doing that.
Do we know any way to get this one medical attention?
Kurog did
I just
heal her.
gave
Oh,
medical
I'm sorry.
attention.
I'm sorry. No, we're good.
I
then.
am
Never
the
mind.
medical attention.
Yeah, at this point, what she needs is like a shot of adrenaline to the heart, and I think it's probably better to let her nap.
Right. Fair. Okay, I see. Well, it seems like I can't totally tell because of various reasons, but it seems like there was trails going off this other way, so maybe there were other survivors.
Well, didn't the trails kind of look like they end suddenly, don't they?
Oh. See,
That's
I only
what you
got
said, Terry, right.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I got the bottom of
First
the
of all,
barrel
one of
on
them
my.
ends, so they're side by side. And then one of them ends suddenly, and the other one gets all squiggly and goes
Okay.
off in a different direction.
I see. Well, I guess my
thinking
eyesight
that,
wasn't. My eyesight and my inference was not what it used to be.
Thinking the one that ends suddenly probably doesn't have a very happy ending.
Yeah.
It's, probably not that they magically.
So only
healed.
one of them disappeared suddenly.
They both
They
did,
both
but at
did.
different points.
Yeah, I think
But
the
at
other one
different
that seems like
places.
had like a struggle of some kind slightly, and then
Yeah,
there's-
to me that seems like going like this, and then there's a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
action, and then
So we're
bad
assuming the
action.
bird
yes.
plucked him, right? Okay, yeah.
Should we still be
Is
here?
Beans polar? Is that a little
Yeah.
polar?
She is.
Oh,
Little baby.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yes.
hey. Anyways, birds.
Bert and Ernie.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi.
Woo. You didn't miss much. They're just doing some more investigating on the cart. Kirog was able to determine that it was no one like searched through here. It wasn't like someone was trying to take some. This was just an animal attack. And Bert has cast detect magic and is detecting magic. There is some like very faint alteration magic on the drow woman's sunglasses. Just the same you get off of like not even as powerful as Kirog's like enchanted pen.
Gotcha.
Other than that, there's not much. There is some
Doing a quick 360 spin around, anything?
yeah, I mean you walk around the cart. Nothing really pings.
Figured.
These seem to just be, regular travelers. There is arcane energy coming off of this figure as well.
Like
You see, actually, here's what you see on one of her hips. There is a holster with a handle coming out, and both the holster seems to have some similar sort of just a little bit of enchanted magic on it, like the glasses. And the thing that is holstered, which looks to have the handle of a gun, is thrumming with a high amount of alteration magic, but you notice that it is fading.
You mean aberration?
Alteration.
Is that a school of magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, like illusion.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Got it. I was
Don't
thinking
get in the way of
transmutation.
my metagaming like that.
Are there?
I'm clarifying your metagaming. You said, Kirog?
Is there any horse tracks? I know there's a horse missing. Wait, how many? So there is a horse. There's a living horse and a missing horse. Yeah.
Not a living horse. There is a remaining horse.
I was gonna talk to it.
I'm sorry. So one of the horses is just legs broken, gored in several places, and the reins to the side of it are just snapped.
Cool.
So it also got plucked from the sky.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted to talk to a little horse.
I'll be a cleric, and you could talk to a dead one.
Well, should we still be here, or do we think it's going to come back?
Are we gonna just leave this lady?
Well, no, that wasn't the implication. I know you all
No.
think I'm like a murderer, accomplice, or something right now, but
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily get her up into the now pretty crowded cart
Yeah.
that you guys have. Especially with her
cart, would you?
kind of needing to be laid out due to her her injuries and her sleeping. But everybody is.
What happens
able
if
to
I
fit.
try to psychic talk to her while she's unconscious?
Interesting. What allows you to do that again? Are you casting message or something?
No, it's just a class ability.
Can you read it to me?
I don't know if that's actually, probably good to do to her in this current state, but
It's
sure
dicey.
kind of funny.
We tossed around a lot of dicey tonight, huh?
I can totally I can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you, if it understands at least one language.
I don't know that this is a great idea.
You can speak to her, and you
In her dreams.
make a. I'll give you a. Let's make this Arcana. Make me an Arcana check.
That's fair. That makes sense. Sort of pushing the boundaries.
Is there anything of hers from the cart that we should like be bringing with us? Like, are there any like personal effects
14.
that are left?
Make me an investigation check. Again, this is going to be a high DC because you don't.
I had a 14 card.
Yes, Bert. You know that you get the feeling it's the same as if you were regularly speaking to her. It is not that it is not working; it is that she is not in a state to hear and respond.
Talk to a brick wall. Okay.
Kieran.
15.
There are three, like, basically sets of things to take. Two of them seem about the size of this person's clothing. And what they're wearing right now is pants, some cowboy boots, a long leather duster. Or no, not a duster, a poncho. And the glasses and a cowboy hat. That fits the description of these two sets. Basically, it's a 50-50 shot. Or you could take all of it.
I'll just take all of it.
Yeah. They were traveling pretty lightly as far as like belongings and clothes go. A lot of their stuff was, supplies for a journey. It seemed that they were a third of the way into a long trip, much longer than the one you guys were prepared for. But yeah, you grab those extra clothes, and that's you guys have pretty well exhausted this scene. You've investigated it all over. You've done your magic. If there's anything else you would like to do, you may. But you've been here for about 45 minutes, pushing an hour.
Yeah, maybe we should go in case it comes back for seconds.
Oh, it seems like it's already had fourths at this point, but yeah.
Well, it's a big bird.
Yeah. All
right.
Babies.
Yes. You guys head out. Dorian, now that you're back, can you please make me a driving perception check?
Time to do my driving check.
Freaking baby driver.
That's an 18.
Yeah. We will circle back to that.
Okay.
You guys have a couple hours left until you get to Tractor Falls. But after about 30 minutes on the road, your new companion does seem to stir from her slumber. What? Where am I?
Hey, dear. We're friends.
Wait,
Welcome.
And she kind of struggles up, and her hand is hovering over that holster.
You got attacked by something, and we came over to where you were. We're trying to protect you from whatever the hell attacked you. You know what I'm saying?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh, that's a 20.
Yeah. All right. I'm the only one left, huh?
Well, you're the only one we found. So
Yeah, I saw it take them, so I'm not too keen on their chances.
Okay.
Thanks for picking me up. Name's TK Elliott. Pleasure to meet you. What?
Can you have that?
Oh, I'm thinking of T.K. Simmons, right?
J.K. Simmons?
J.K.
J.K.
Simmons.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Wow, it's like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
long.
Yeah, one out of. I was thinking maybe T.S. Eliot. but
Yeah,
no.
T.S.
I did
was
just
also
now
Yeah.
realize.
No,
T.S.
that-
Eliot.
Okay.
I've had this name for a while, and I'm just now realizing T.S. Eliot.
Wow.
You should have researched your name.
Oh, and
Listen.
also I was picturing the face of Sam Elliott.
Jared was so
Wow.
wrong.
Jared is about as wrong
There's a
as you
lot
could get.
going in here.
Hey, Sam Elliott works though because he was in like Western films.
That's fair.
It's true.
This is
Famous-
a woman.
Famous
No.
drow woman Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Listen,
No, she I'm sticking with Sam Elliott because I think it's a cowboy ass sounding name. So
it is a cowboy ass sounding name.
thank you,
It
Jared.
is that cowboy ass.
You got that cowboy.
All the ass from their chaps went into this name.
Yeah.
That's why they're all
What?
assless.
Okay.
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 The council
What
was
do you
left to do
think
ignorance
chaps
one.
are, Perry?
It's the
It's
It's
cowboy
the
pants.
things you wear. It's the cowboy. Assless chaps are a thing, Jared.
Yeah, most chaps are assless. They don't usually contain the ass.
Well, then why do we call it assless chaps? Why
Yeah,
don't
You
we
know,
call it
that's what-
chaps?
Yeah.
That's how like
They're always-
four skinny
They took-
British
Jared,
dudes
they took-
refer to each other. Assless chaps.
This
Oh.
joke is, guys. This joke isn't worth explaining.
I'm gonna start wearing chaps as a fashion statement.
Actually, we
Assless
should
or
all
assless?
wear chaps.
Yeah, that's all.
I agree.
Wear chaps only when we're playing
Can
Grinch.
I?
People can't see
Only
our
Can I
when
pants.
we're
just-
watching Grinch.
Yeah.
Is allowed.
Can I get that one more time?
One more
What
again.
was that?
What? One more again, Kayla?
Kayla, none of us heard that.
Kayla!
No. I
Oh
dressed as a-
no! No one heard what
Am I
you said.
gone?
Hey Betsy.
Am I back?
You
No,
are.
you are.
Yeah.
I said, can I dress as a cowboy to a Ren fair? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see
Well, then
what
I'm
the-
You're
gonna
gonna
wear
piss some
assless
people
chaps.
off, but all the gay people are gonna be into it.
Good.
Wait, who would that
Good.
piss off? Like,
Well,
The purists
It's
who are
not.
like no pirates or Vikings or
I'll
anything
be a
fun.
medieval. I'll be a medieval cowboy. How about that?
They don't like. I've never experienced a Ren fair where people were like actively antagonistic. Like as long as you don't wear modern clothes, the only people they make fun of are legitimately the people that go there in like modern clothes. If you have any sort of like campiness, any sort of costume on, as long as it's not like sci-fi, you're gonna feel right in.
I'm gonna be a space cowboy.
All right, well,
Got him.
got him. You bested me.
I got you.
I'm TK Elliott.
Do you,
All right,
JK
it's
you-
in person.
Yeah.
did it come out of nowhere? The bird.
We didn't notice it.
It was sneaking up behind him, tiptoeing the whole time. It
Yeah.
was-
Well,
On its big
We
meaty
could have been like
claws.
circling them.
we were driving in. Well, I mean, we were taking shifts. We had one of us driving, while the rest were, snoozing. And I guess Julius was focused on the road and not the sky. So we came.
Rookie
I'm-
mistake, let me tell you.
I'm gonna be honest. I was asleep.
Well, I mean, that's not your fault then.
What? We're tossing blame around.
Wait, it's nobody's fault. They were
That's what
attacked
I'm
all
saying.
the
It's
time.
nobody.
No one's
Sure.
fault.
It's
We live in a
nobody's fault.
world
That's what
full
I'm
of
saying.
Dragons and rocks and
Yeah.
we have
no.
to. Well, we have to know
Wyverns.
because we're taking you to jail for murdering all of your friends.
well now
Wait, okay, no, we're
She
not
begins to
doing
back-
it.
she backs
We're-
into a separate corner from all of you guys and pulls from her holster a wand.
You think that'll work on me?
That's not true. Don't listen to anything they say.
Well,
You're not
Yeah,
listening to anything they say.
Don't listen to him.
I
much of a
open the
flat
chest
shape.
of mail, grab Finian, put her in the chest of mail, and shut it.
I want to contest this. I want to start.
Yeah,
check.
Big contest it.
Kirog, strength check. Finian, athletics or acrobatics?
Strength check. They're like
Because-
5 pounds.
It's grappling is the thing.
Okay.
It's based on strength.
Gosh.
I
dang
guess since-
rabbit.
Cerberus brings up a good point. Kirog, I would also allow sleight of hand.
Oh. I'm definitely giving Slayer hand.
Is
Okay.
there any kind of advantage or
18.
disadvantage there for?
The
Um,
7.
Sorry, is Bert?
Oh.
Do you want to help one or the other?
Oh, I just thought because of being small, I wasn't sure if that was a thing.
No. Kirog, you said 15?
18.
18 versus 7. Finian, you are in the chest again.
She's just a classic joker. She just loves telling jokes.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
gonna scream you're going to jail from inside.
I
Yeah.
kicked the chest.
This is gonna be
I
you
kicked
in a
it.
couple of weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Tricks, pranks, japes, all those.
Murder!
Jesus Christ.
Murder!
So,
Is your
it's-
little
we're
partner
good.
okay in there?
Oh, no.
No.
This is what happens when you're exposed to mail for too long, I think.
This is what happens when
Whoa,
you're
whoa,
exposed
whoa.
to mail.
What too
You're
much
long,
mail
I
does
think.
to a MF.
It's a
What are
funny
y'all
joke because she's the non-male.
It's true.
Yeah,
What are
it's
y'all
funny
carrying in
because
here?
Let's go mail.
literally mail. We're carrying mail.
Yeah.
Bill's mail.
Like letters.
Yeah.
You know? I've
You ever
never
gotten
seen
any from like a lover or anything like that? Or
lots of newspaper. A lover, Jesus. You can get letters from other people. Like
Cerberus
family
is just
and friends.
incredibly passive
I
aggressive.
don't reckon I like you being so forward, what with us having just met.
It's not your fault.
Kyriog is just so upset. Kyriog is so upset with everything happening.
All right. Well,
Bert pulls out a wet Italian beef sandwich and offers it to TK.
what the fuck?
How wet?
Okay, we gotta talk about these delicacies.
Like pretty
Yeah.
wet. Like
all right.
definitely soaked.
Okay,
I could go for one of those.
We gotta talk about these
Well,
delicacies.
well,
you
you
keep
know
getting.
what,
Where do they
partner?
come from?
I ain't one to turn down food. And
That's
y'all
right.
seem like fine enough folk. You got me out of that tight spot.
Enough.
We
Do
certainly
we?
do not seem like fine folk.
Do we seem like
I-
fine folk to you?
Barry, you are
don't
lying
seem like
right
fine
now.
folk. Fine. I said fine enough. I didn't say
3 out of 5's not bad.
I would not
That's
go
fair.
anywhere near any of us.
You guys do
That's
kind of have
fair.
a track record as players. That's what bridges the two campaigns together.
It's like everyone has like I don't know, like a sense about like anyone we play in these worlds that they're just like, maybe not. Oh. Where
Some
were
people
y'all?
are assholes.
There are some crucial NPCs that need to be introduced to drive the story forward.
Oh well.
Sucks for them.
Where were y'all headed? Anywhere specific or?
We were on our way to
The
Vexnag.
Thunderdome.
Huh?
Where?
The
Vexnag?
Thunderdome.
you know Goblin Country.
No. Wait. Is that where we just were?
Thunderdome.
No,
Are you okay, Jared?
Yeah.
Like even compared to like baseline levels of Jared, I feel like
we are
Wanna
deep
go to
in
the-
Jared
I
tonight.
want to go to the Thunderdome. I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
All
Is
right,
this like Goblin Country or is this like a Goblin Country?
it's. I mean, it probably ain't the only one, but it's the biggest.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Can
it's
you
not
spell
just
that
like
for me?
Certainly the Goblin Country around here.
was it like
Can
a
you
sovereign
spell
nation
it?
of goblins?
Yes.
Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bert, you certainly would know. Vexnag is in the southeast sort of part of East Pilthion. It is a
Delphion.
swampy, marshy country where predominantly goblins live.
That
Finian.
sounds right.
What can I roll to manifest a Thunderdome in this universe that we can eventually visit?
Jared, I've already taken a note. Your first fight will be at the Thunderdome.
Okay.
Because listen, the first time I give you guys a chance to invent somewhere, it's a fight club.
I was gonna say, I thought we've done this a couple times.
Yeah.
A few times we've done Fight Club. Don't worry. I'm just incorporating Thunderdome into the idea for the Fight Club I already have.
Oh, okay. But there needs to be like a matchmaking, like a love arranged marriage.
What do you
place.
think the
What?
Thunderdome is?
Well, I want to subvert expectations because, like, you hear Thunderdome and you're like, they're fighting, but really they're fucking.
What?
Okay. All right, I can do that. I have a perfect
I don't know if I
answer.
want to.
At least it wasn't me that wanted a brothel this arc. You know?
It's not a
This
brothel.
time Jared asked for the brothel.
It's not a brothel.
Okay.
Anyways,
Sure it's not.
we were headed to Vexnag, just do some trading. You know, maybe see if we could find some work out in those parts. Where y'all headed?
Wherever the mail takes us.
No, we're headed to Tratcher Falls.
Well, they
Wherever
are.
the mail
We're just-
takes us.
Oh, right.
just-
We
And the
were,
mail is currently taking us to Tratcher Falls.
we were going to stop around there and fuel up, you know, resupply, see if we could get a hot meal.
Whenever I hear Dorian speak, I picture a harmonica longingly playing in the background.
Wait, I have a harmonica. Where is it?
Yes.
I feel like
Of
it's the
course you
beginning of that one song from Joseph.
Where's
The
my
harmonica.
harmonica? I don't know where it is. Sorry.
Either
Yeah.
that.
The other-
No, actually, so that's what I hear with Dorian. With Cerberus, I hear Hannah Montana transition music.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's really funny.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you do. Absolutely. So true.
Yeah.
With Finian, I just hear screaming.
Dag nabbit, Miley, who canceled me on Twitter?
You know what I hear when Finian speaks, Jared, is
Well,
Oh,
What?
Whoa. Holy shit. It knew. It knew.
Not his dying word.
Unbelievable. Yeah? Yeah, right there, Chief. You got roasted out of existence.
I just swiped the wrong way on my trackpad and just went back on my browser.
I like this story.
Deleted.
Good.
Anyways, if y'all folk could drop me off from Tratcher Falls, I'd be mighty appreciative.
I got some of your stuff out of the cart, so you shouldn't have to resupply all your supplies, hopefully.
Thank you. Mighty kind of you, stranger.
hey, when you were unconscious there, did you
Yeah.
hear any little voices in your head?
I got. Now that you mentioned, there was like a weird tingling up in the old noggin. Hadn't felt much like that before.
Gotcha. You sure it wasn't the trauma?
Well,
Whoa!
now, partner, I'm
From like the
begging you to
attack?
recollect what you have asked me. When I was unconscious, was I able to determine if the tingling I felt in my head was from trauma or presumably you?
Yes, right.
I rightly do not know.
Okay, just check.
What?
I was just saying, Max knew that it didn't work, but Bert hadn't received that meta info, so he wanted to.
Oh,
Okay.
no, Bert did get that. That's what the Arcana check was for.
Oh, okay.
Bert, you got the feeling. Sorry, yes, that was like Bert. You knew enough that like it got there, but it wasn't like processed.
Well, we seem to be still heading that way.
Drawing the comparison, it's like you're talking to a sleeping person. Your words are reaching their destination; they're just not getting heard.
Okay.
And TK just kind of, sits up and tries not to take up much room in the cart. Dorian, in the front, as this conversation, draws to a close, you see on the side of the road there are two logs, or they're beams rather, sticking
Beans?
up.
Oh.
Beans?
Broken at uneven angles. One of them has a sign, a big wooden board hanging off the front of it, but you cannot read what it says from your spot on the road. It's like it broke towards you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can't see what the front of it said.
Interesting.
Well, I'll look into it, I guess.
All right, yeah. You hop off the cart, and it takes a minute. Somebody hops out and helps you lift it because it's a large sign, and it is painted. There is a picture of a canyon, and on one end of the canyon is a waterfall that seems to be coming from the sky.
Whoa.
And it says, "Welcome to Tractor Falls." And then
Wow.
in faded red paint, scrawled beneath it, "Turn back. Once you're here, you never leave."
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Huh.
Wait, but we're supposed to be here delivering the mail. Hey, guys, listen to this. Check this out.
Oh. Well, it's good thing we're not stationed to work there. At least the two of us ain't. So,
Well,
Yeah, that's wicked bad.
yeah, I mean, it is bad. I don't want to be stuck in one place. That's like my whole thing. I hate being stuck in one place.
TK,
Well,
can I just tell you, I love what you did with Cats the Musical.
Y'all hear something coming from that chest?
It's just muffles.
There, I hear.
No.
Whoever you got in there is scrounging around.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
I
mail
do, yeah.
fairy.
Is that what that creature was? The mail fairy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
But the fairy's like a woman, but it's the fairy of the mail that you get if your mail's bad or something.
All right. Okay, partner, I wasn't confused before you started talking, and now I'm all sorts of twisted up.
Well, if you get bills or deaths or something like that, it comes with the fairy to remind you to pay them.
What's a
What the
dick?
Finian's a narc.
Yeah. They're gonna send her to jail. I don't know.
But yeah, you see that sign, and do you keep driving, going forward?
Well,
Well,
probably.
yeah, I guess we
What if
have
we just
to.
said no? What if we were like,
What's
Yeah.
that?
What if Columbo and I just
your
got off here?
adventure,
What if Columbo and I just got off here and never showed up again? Oh,
honestly, that'd be
do what
fun.
you will, guys.
that was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm not actually
I
gonna do that.
promise you, I will make it work.
Oh. Okay, guys. So, do you think we gotta go in here, or what are we gonna do?
Maybe it's like a metaphor or something. It's like you like it so much that you won't ever want to leave.
Yeah, maybe it's just real not.
Would they tell you to turn around in? What do we know about Treacher
Maybe-
Falls?
Maybe they got really good beef.
Bert, history check for me.
Maybe their real estate prices are just getting so high because of how nice it is. They're trying to scare people away
Yeah.
so that the
That
locals can afford to
is-
live here again.
That's a 10.
It is a previously very isolated town. Really just kind of started as a way station for people traveling along this highway. It has sort of gone the way of Route 66, where better highways have opened up. So it started
This
to
is just like the movie.
I-
Parks.
listen. I didn't think I was gonna have to come up with as much history for it, and as I started talking, I was like, "Fuck, this is Cars."
hate when that happens.
But
They try to turn on something on Disney
mean,
Plus,
it
and
is-
it's like, oh fuck, it's Cars.
This isn't
What
the
you
first
know-
time that we have like carcinorization cars, right?
no, the first time was Jake
What
was
was that?
really into Cars.
Oh, I remember.
You're right.
Is
you're
that
right.
supposed to be a
We
car
have
pun, or were you
several
just
cars
using
for
the?
conversation.
It wasn't intentional, but you know what? It works.
Well, okay.
Anyways, it does, from what you know, based off what you were told, like at the postal office back in Cavarium, it seems to be on the rise. So much so that there, are people asking for there to be a post office there. But from what you can't see the town yet, this is like that outskirts of town. This is what they would consider Treasure Falls. It's a pretty wide kind of territory, and you just see prairie, tumbleweed breezes past you guys as you kind of consider this sign.
So I think there's much to consider.
Bert, you're the union guy, Bert. You're like the boss or whatever.
Well, we do have a job to do.
So
If there were evidence that it was dangerous, I would certainly call us all to halt, and that would be breach of contract. I do not know that a single billboard constitutes evidence of a clear and present danger to ourselves. So I would say we got to keep going.
Let's put it this way: it can't possibly be worse than what it looks like on this.
Let's put it this way: it can't possibly be.
Let me out! Start banging on it.
You can let that little feller out of there.
Are you sure they kept threatening to send you to jail?
And they kind of bring up their wand, like tap it against the brim of their cowboy hat, and they're like, "I'll take care of myself."
All right.
We'll let her out.
Well, hopefully you don't have any bad mail in there.
I guarantee you, I do not.
I guarantee you it is not.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, I will unlock.
Finny and
them.
you are released.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bert suggests you all go forward, and the cart slowly begins to roll.
Go
It's
forth
about-
and multiply.
That's all we got time for
Do
tonight.
you like that
folks.
one, Perry?
I did not. Jesus. Yeah, you took me. God, Jared.
You
Like
like
Taco
knocked
Bell.
Perry out of it. Like you.
Oh, I do that pretty frequently.
Yeah. The cart rolls forward.
That's better than backward.
Better out than in, I always say.
God damn it, Shrek. And after about 40 more minutes, you see the town on the horizon. As you roll in, people notice you. And nobody comes to greet you. In fact, people look shocked and begin to turn the other way. You see someone starts to cry, and a bell begins to toll
What?
Oh,
as you start to reach the center of town.
Someone getting married?
It's much more ominous than that.
Must be very bad mail you guys are dropping off.
And as you get to the center of town, there are a number of, there's a blacksmith, saloon. You see you are approaching the sheriff's station, which is next to the bank. You see like a little general store peeking out. And what's up?
Did we ever establish, do we have a horse on this cart?
You have two in the front.
What are their names?
What did you name them?
I wouldn't name them.
I feel like Dorian gets naming rights.
Okay. I didn't have time to think about horse names.
That's tough, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, horses always have like kind of weird names. Like,
Horses do have
Are they
bonkers
thoroughbred
names.
racers? Are they?
No, they're like Honda Civics.
they're
Yeah.
like Honda Civics. Okay.
What will be some good thoroughbred racing names if you're trying
There's
to?
like
Slap
Soggy
horse.
toast
This
or
this
something.
baby can fit so
Soggy
much.
toast?
yeah.
Okay, and the other one?
Small beans.
Toasty sog.
All right. Finian, your horses are soggy
Those are some
toast
British
and
ass
small
names.
beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do sound like British.
It is always food, though, isn't it?
That's just British breakfast, baby.
It's food or Greg.
Dorian, do you need another meal? Are you hungry?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you approach the sheriff's office, the door swings open, and a tall orc walks out, and she kind of approaches you, spurs clinking in the sand, and she looks up, tilts her hat back, and says, "Well, I reckon y'all folk better get comfortable. You ain't leaving anytime soon. Come on in. I'll explain."
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I have a question about what she's wearing.
Jesus.
Is her hat comically wide or tall? You have to pick one.
Wide. Jared, I know I have to pick one.
Okay.
Wide, such that the door has a slot at her head height.
Yeah.
So that the hat can fit through.
I was gonna say, do we have a Doug Dimmadome situation or like a,
Yeah.
you know?
You know, Perry,
Kayla,
when you told me the other day, oh, I've gotten so much inspiration from yada yada. Stop it.
what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
That might be the most ominous thing you've ever said, Kayla.
I'm not trying to give shit away.
I told you something I'm trying to avoid.
Well,
What?
All right.
All right. Anyway,
The sheriff has invited you into her office. What do you guys do?
I guess. Well, I'll go
cry.
in.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
We suspect something might be up based off this sign, so we're
I have no
prepared
dog
for
in
it.
this fight, but I will go in here anyways.
I feel like you do now that you're stuck.
Apparently.
TK Simmons gonna do. TK Elliott. Fuck.
Just kind of chilling the cart. Still isn't in much of a walking mood.
Okay.
KK Slider. I mean, fuck. I mean, TS Slider. I mean,
Hey,
fuck.
KK Rowling,
Slider.
can you watch our horses?
KK Simmons. Fuck. I mean,
Hey, George R.R. Martin, take care of Soggy Toast.
Whiplash, but it's KK Slider.
You're
Can we-
okay.
can-
Now you're onto something, actually.
Can we have a railroad baron in this named George Railroad Martin?
Pretty funny.
Yep. Putting it on the list right now.
Okay.
He's done about 4/5 of the railroad, but he is just not finishing
Yeah,
the last
he's
part of the
dry.
track.
That last part's not gonna come out.
Yeah, he's like outsourced it to these two like dudes, and
They made a parallel track, but it really
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
it goes off the rails at the end.
Yeah. Wow.
But
We're talking about this too much.
Wow.
as if we've never done that before.
Yeah, fair.
There's
Yeah,
like,
you can say
whoa,
that-
we gotta.
You can say that about every bit we possibly.
I've
Not
single-handedly
everything.
given myself like psychoses from the conversations we've got in depth. into.
You've given it to all of us, Jared. It's not.
You're not
Side
special.
shot.
Anyway,
Fight Club, except it's snails.
Yeah.
that's almost in Strixhaven.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Anyways. Sorry, there's a bad time to do it anyways, and then take a drink. The sheriff, you five walk into the sheriff's office. Columbo, Percy, TK Elliott, your unnamed gem dragon,
Oh, I forgot about that little fucker.
sort of chill out with the cart and soggy toast and small beans. The sheriff has sort of walked around behind her desk, and this is a modest-sized building. You see two jail cells in the back, both of them empty right now, and some just a wicked-looking set of battle axes up on the wall. As she begins to pour some brown drink out of a bottle.
Sarsaparilla.
Jared, you're
Yeah,
gonna look
it
at me
was
and tell me you know the
actually-
difference between like whiskey, bourbon, rum at sight?
No.
Well, I mean,
so-
I think
It's
she's
weird when
probably
you say-
drinking like a mug root beer.
Walking into a bar saying, "I'd like a brown drink, please."
One brown drink.
Anyways,
Take one.
you do see she takes off her hat now that you're inside, and it has its own special like place, because if she put it on her desk, it would take up the whole desk. So
Yes.
it doesn't have you look. It's like there's not a deputy, and you can tell because that's where she puts her hat.
Actually,
The hat is the deputy.
There's a little man, and he's the deputy, and he is the holder for the hat. He just sits at the desk all day. It's a little halfling. No,
Okay.
He just kind of makes a cone shape all day.
Bansel Big Bush. Can I just say, while I have this thought, our horses' names,
When does that ever
Froggy
stop?
Toast and Small Beans, sounds like a bad Google review for a male strip club.
Does it?
Or a good review. I'm not
It
wondering.
could be a good review. You don't know.
Oh, I thought you said what
Jesus
would be
Christ.
a good review.
Right. Y'all better sit down. Anyone want a drink?
You have anything else brown?
I don't want this brown, but I want a
Here's the
different
thing.
brown.
For reasons y'all are about to learn shortly, this is sort of all we got to drink in the way of alcohol.
Oh,
So you want this or not?
I
Well,
mean,
what is
okay,
it?
I'll have some because I'm a mug maniac. So
There's some whiskey from the distillery down the road.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
fine.
All right. Pours you all a mug.
I'm off the clock now. Delivery.
A mug of whiskey?
Yeah, like a little tin mug. I don't know. Dorian said
Okay,
mug like
okay.
100 times, so
I was picturing like a big.
like a stein.
Yeah, and I was like, why?
No, like beat up little tin mugs. It is the nastiest whiskey you have ever tasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's just knocking it back like it's nothing. All right. Well, here's the thing about Treacher Falls. We don't know exactly when, but about 7 years ago, we lost the ability to leave. You
Good
walk out of
Lord.
town, you pick a direction. You walk, you're going to end up right back here. Every direction, even up.
Back
You
in
can't get
back in a town square, you get turned around, or
You walk out one side of town, you come in the other.
yeah, sure.
Mm.
Huh.
We don't know what it did. We reckon used to be a nasty seeming witch on the other side of the canyon, but disappeared one day, and well, some folk about a year into it came into town like yourselves, party, strapping adventurers, thought they could check it out, free us from our curse, they like to call it. Oh, a handful of them went in, one came out.
Have you tried manifesting?
Yeah,
We got
well,
lost
you know,
in the can.
one at a time. Sister Harriet up at the temple did try manifesting for a number of years. Well, it didn't really work none.
I'm all out of ideas.
I don't know how that woman's kept her holiness, but she certainly has these 7 years.
7
Would-
years.
7 years. We ain't been able to leave. What'd you say, grizzly looking feller?
Thank you. What a compliment. You said the previous party that came, they tried to go in the canyon and only one came back?
Well, they tried to go in the witch's lair. Only
That's
one
in the
came
canyon.
back. I mean, if you want to know, you can talk to Zell. She works down at the
Payment
general
processing
shop.
app?
Nope, just Zell.
Oh.
Zell Rugen.
Okay.
It's not a pun. It's just a name.
Okay.
I can see you searching for it, Jared.
I'm thinking Joe Rogan.
Whoa, Joe Rogan, what the heck?
Right. I don't know. I mean, it's drove plenty of folk mad. My Pegasus done lost its mind. Need a bit more room to roam than what we got here, I suppose. But folks are kind enough. It's been a while since we gotten.
How many of you are there?
50. Just about. We got enough folk to run the town. Ain't got much use for gold no more. Sort of operate on favors. It took a while to get things running, but we're pretty self-sustaining at this point.
Everybody ages normally. You're not like stuck in a.
Oh nope. Hey, we had a few of the older folk pass. Kids are growing up. You just can't leave. It's the only thing we seen that's strange about it all. But we got the couple farms keep us running. The distillery. It ain't great, but it gets you drunk. Welcome to town. If you're looking for a place to,
No, go ahead.
if you're looking for a place to stay, Amory across the street, she can set you up for a little while before we find you something more permanent. Meet everyone, I'm sure. Small town.
Well, we were sitting here to set up a mail office for you.
Hmm?
We were sitting here to set up a post office for you.
Who sent you?
Oh, I say the people who sent
The
us.
post.
The post office sent you because they had been receiving requests
Right.
and letters allegedly from Thatcher Falls saying that people wanted to establish a post office.
I communicate that.
We ain't nothing leaves. Can I see some of these letters? You got any of them with you?
Oh, we got a whole bag of them.
And the sheriff takes a look. He's like, "This ain't anyone's handwriting I recognize."
Well, won't this be letters to them?
There's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think you were probably given some to help motivate you through the journey. But look how badly people want a post office here. Here's
Sure,
the stuff
sure.
they're saying. I don't know. Yeah, looks like something's got designs on y'all.
Is any of this addressed to people that live here?
And she looks through it. She's like, "Yeah, it is. I don't know how, but everyone in town's getting a letter of some sort. I don't feel
Well, that's
right."
nice. We'll pass that out later.
So I know, I think I know what everyone's thinking.
Yeah?
You put me in an envelope and mail me out of town.
Well,
I wasn't, but I would like this very much, please.
Sure.
you know
Well,
what,
I'm certainly
partner? I reckon
thinking it
that's the
now.
one thing we haven't tried yet. Now, how do you get the mail out of town?
We take it because we're the mail people.
Right. walk with me here.
I'm walking. I am in your universe.
You're in an envelope.
I am in an envelope.
Your friend's here. Take the envelope you are in out of town.
Yes.
Now, you agree your friends aren't male.
Yes.
You are the only one here who's male.
Yes.
Your friends ain't going to be able to leave town.
They don't need to leave. They're just moving the mail.
How does the mail get out
Us.
without you?
Us.
Right. Okay, partner. You know what? You go ahead and try it, and we going to see what happens to the mail.
We don't see.
Have you ever tried like shooting a paper airplane out? Does it just come back in the other side?
Yeah, as far as we can tell.
Are you
Well,
sure?
the way I see it, we are paid to do a job, so we should probably go ahead and build ourselves a post office and then deal with whatever mishap they've got going on here in this town.
All right. Fine by me. You're going to have to drum up some support around town, though. There ain't much in the way of trees around here, so lumber's tough to come by.
Shit.
Well, it's a good thing we have a bunch of letters in the cart. You can just write on those.
No, to build that post office, not to write on.
What are you on tonight? What's happening?
I'll tell you what, though. I apologize. My name's Grummick.
Oh,
Spell it.
Grummick.
Grummik.
I kind of like that.
That's got to be a mascot for McDonald's.
GRU.
Hey, Jared, can you let me have one fucking thing tonight?
Sorry.
And there is a small voice behind you. You hear, "Oh, Sheriff, I heard there was new people in town, but well, I suppose this is them, isn't it?" And you turn around and see a small-looking, just human woman in modest clothing with a pendant, a large pendant that it has several slices of pizza on it. Not like, it doesn't look like Brenda's. It's several slices.
Oh, it's like the
We're in the
different
before
branch.
times.
Yes.
We're in the before.
You are,
We are
after
absolutely
Bridge.
in the after times.
No, we've
Sorry.
talked about this. There's like different denominations or something.
Yeah, it's just another person.
No,
who
I know.
follows
For a
pizza.
second, I forgot we were in the after times, and I was like, "We're in the before times. That's definitely Brenda's mom." And then I said, "We're actively in the after times."
Also, Brenda's mom was actively a piece of shit.
A
Doesn't mean I
pizza
would've
denier.
been
A pizza shit.
Yes,
Well,
thank you, Jake.
I like the idea of a pizza denier.
You can call me Sister Harriet or Miss Fullwinter if that's more your fancy.
Now I'm gonna float this.
Is this Finny or Jared floating?
Finian wants to just scream and point at her. Witch, she's a witch. She did this, burn her.
Jeez
But I am
Christ.
thinking that I should have a little bit of restraint. And that
I would
might
love
not
for
be
you
the-
to do that, Jared.
No,
I would love for you to have some restraint, personally.
I'm gonna have a little restraint this time.
Okay.
But I am putting. Jared is putting his guess that she is the villain.
The witch? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What can I... Sheriff, did you tell him what happens? Did Sheriff tell you what happens here?
Yeah.
Sure did.
She did.
Oh.
No. Something.
Yeah. I've done all sorts of praying to pizza and every other god I can think of we got up at the
Is
temple.
pizza well known? Is that like we all know pizza?
At this point, yes.
Okay.
What a glow up. Love that for him.
Yeah, it has definitely evolved from what it was in Gridge. He is not as active in it anymore. The gods are pretty removed for the most part. Most of them are scared shitless of Glunkus, or if not of that, of, you killed a god and stripped the other 4 of their powers. So they were like, we're gonna cool it for a couple eons.
To the best of us.
It does.
And the worst of us, because gods are bad.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Well, if y'all need me, you can always find me up at the temple. She's not Southern. She just has a quiet voice. If you guys, if you need me, you can always find me at the temple. And she just kind of hangs around, just curious about. That's really good, Max. About you all. And she says, right. As I was saying, you can go across the street to Amory's place. Harriet, can you show him over there? Get him settled in, introduced.
How old is Harriet?
Harriet seems to be about early 30s.
Okay.
Interesting.
The sheriff seems to be 45, 50-ish. I'm so
You
intimidated.
said her other name is Mrs. Fullwinter?
Miss Fullwinter.
Excuse me.
Max is in the Coraline universe.
Yes. All right, here we go.
I see it.
Get ready for
Jesus
a name,
Christ.
a bunch of names coming into the YouTube chat.
Wait, I'm scared. Are they new names or old names?
Certain names that I've given you.
Oh.
Whose names are they?
Oh,
Hey,
maybe.
Elliot,
I guess
Grummet.
it was 2 T's and not 2 L's.
Yeah. I think that's all you've gotten so far.
That is not how I spelled that either.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put it in there. Oh, I suppose before you go, I should also introduce you to my my deputy over there. There's
Which
Barnaby
indulgent Harry?
Underwood,
Oh,
my deputy. Yes, oh. They
Related?
had kids.
Huh.
That's canon.
is that one?
Yes.
Is that one of the guys?
You don't know yet.
Okay. Wait, because there's like shit with them, right? They're like,
Yup.
okay.
Yeah, they're like fucked up. If you're looking for your witch, that's your fucking witch.
Barnaby?
I didn't
No,
say that out loud. I did not say that out loud, please.
All right.
Winter. Wow.
Yeah.
Winter is coming.
Wow, it's like Kit Harington is here.
Wow.
Anyways.
Kid Harrington.
Sister Harriet leads you across the street, sort of across the town square. I'll have a map for you guys next time, so you get to lay out this town. And into the saloon, which it's midday. It's not empty, but it's mostly folks just in for lunch. There are a number of, sex workers of varying genders around.
Hell yeah.
Gotta be if you can't leave town, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
Figure out
Harriet
what else going on.
walks up to the bar and like, Amory, there's some new people here for you. They're gonna need some rooms for the night. And the woman at the bar turns around and she has like a bright pink skin and 2 curly horns that form a heart above her head.
Aw, I
Um,
love that.
Aw.
Yeah. She
Cute.
she's about 5'4", has a corset on. Looks like, the madam at a saloon. Well, howdy do. It's been a long time since we got new folk in here. You need somewhere to rest? Looks like you've been on a long, hard journey.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, I'm also tired, actually. I'd love to have a room to sleep in
Oh, of
and
course.
a meal that isn't beans to eat.
Right.
All you
Well,
have is beans.
No, we got plenty more than beans. Don't you worry.
Stop it. I don't say that. I don't
Name's
say that.
Amory. This is Amory's place. You'll be staying here. I'll have one of the
Not
fellas.
all.
Yeah.
Perry, is there a polyamory joke coming?
No, there should have been.
Oh.
There should have been polyamory. That
It was just that
funny.
tieflings have like ideals
Yeah.
as their name sometime.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's good if her name's Amory.
Okay.
That's fair.
Not a joke, just a nerd.
I mean, it is already
D&D
sort of a
word
joke.
thing. Yeah,
Right.
right. And you guys are all shown up to rooms. They're all adjacent to each other. 2 people to a room. You can split up however you'd like. I
miss our bunk
Finian's-
bed.
Actually, no.
I-
Every
Finian-
room is open, so everyone can have their own room if you'd like.
Finian
Yes.
could also sleep in a shoebox. So, like.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to make that choice for you.
Yeah.
But this I mean, you get up to the second level and there are two levels of like rooms. Most of them are usually unused. There are more rooms than there are, people who work here that would use them. And since there aren't really many people who come into town that need a hotel or a place to stay for the night, you have run at the place. And do you have a question, Kirok?
No.
All right. Well, then as you guys settle into your rooms, that is where we are going to end this week's episode.
Much to consider.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We finally made it to Treacher Falls.
Yay.
Woo! All right. Thank you all for joining us. And as always, let's go mail.
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go, Mel.